I lost my hair when I was 12 years old. I have alopecia. I did treatments from ages 12 to 17 that were anthralin cream with vitamin E oil, which makes a chemical burn on your head. I also did that with ascorbic acid, which is painted on and then makes a burn on your head and distracts the hair follicles for a while. And I also did cortisone injections, which were incredibly painful for many years. But then almost all my hair grew back from age 12 to 17. I still had like a patch here or there, and I wore a bandana still, but I had a lot of hair back. At 18, I lost all my hair again. They told me to buy a wig at the doctor, so I did. And I accepted that there were no other treatments, but in the back of my mind, I thought someday there's going to be a treatment. Other people with alopecia would get their eyebrows tattooed on. I said, no, I'm not doing that because someday there's going to be a treatment and I'm going to get my eyebrows back, which at the time was delusional. There was nothing on the horizon. When I was 28, I tried a JAK inhibitor for 8 months, but I had a doctor who was discouraging, he was rude, and it wasn't working very well, so I just quit. In retrospect, that was too bad because there's late responders with JAK inhibitors, which people don't know about really. There's not enough research. So when I was 36, I said I want to try Olumiant, which is a new JAK inhibitor that's been on the market for maybe 5 years now. So I've been on it for 2 years now. And it's for androgenic alopecia, so I'm using it off-label for alopecia areata, but these are just labels. Like, there's not enough research done about alopecia to know the delineations and everything. But I've gotten a lot of hair back. You can look on my posts to see the progress. I just don't want to retie this right now to take it off, but you can look at the progress on my posts, and I have a lot of hair back. And right now I'm doing the Olumiant, which is a pill, every day. And then I take minoxidil, 4 pills a day, and I put on topical minoxidil. I also take spironolactone because it affects your skin negatively. And that helps with that and boosts a little bit the hair loss. And then I take thyroid, which I've taken since I was 12 because I have an underactive thyroid. But I also take, just to mention, I don't know if anyone else has this, I have food allergies, like really bad. Like I was tested as a kid to like everything. And like it's necessitated me being a gluten-free vegan in my life, which has been actually challenging. And I have to inject myself with B12 and take ferrous sulfate every day. I'm just telling you what my protocol is. Anyway, so for the first year, I only got my eyebrows back and had scant, barely any hair. And the doctors weren't really that hopeful. But I just said I want to keep doing it. Now it's been 2 years. I've gotten almost a full head of hair. The sides have a longer growth cycle, so it takes longer. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the psychological effects of healing, because when you're healing from something that you've had for almost your whole life, and it is happening, I can only say it changes the focus. Excuse me. Whereas before, I've had this in the back of my mind as a stressful thing, covering up. You know, every social situation is awkward or uncomfortable because I'm either wearing my wig and fielding questions or wearing a headscarf and fielding questions. You know, you're constantly on display. You can go out bald. People do, but for me, it's a lot. I mean, right now I'm not bald. I have a big island of hair, but it's stressful and anxiety provoking to get all the stares and attention. So that's a major thing that people don't think about. It's not just hair. It affects every day anxiety levels to be different like this. So as I've gotten more and more hair, and just to say, I'm in a really kind of difficult life situation. I've stopped caring about like anything else. And I don't know if this is a phenomenon anyone else can speak to, that like when that was in the back of my mind for 20 years or longer than that, really, because I've had it since I was 12, 22, 32. So that's like 24 years. Was, oh my God, I have to like cover up. Oh my God, there's no cure. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. That's like in the back of your mind. And you do a lot of work to try to get over it. Like snap out of it. Like there's nothing they can do. Like move on. But like, it's so hard. And you find yourself crying even years after years of dealing with it. If someone makes a cruel remark or if something uncomfortable happens. And so to be healing from it is like a major event. And I will say that like in law of attraction stuff, they say that when you focus on the one positive thing, that everything else comes into place in your life. So I'm choosing at this time, well, I'm not choosing. Psychologically, it's really, truly the only thing I care about. It's the most exciting thing that's ever happened in my life. I remember being like a teenager and just crying and wishing that I could have my hair back, and how like feeling how unfair it is that there, honestly, a major thing was that the research wasn't put into the disease because it was dubbed a cosmetic issue, which is not true. It's so much more than that. And the social ostracization of just, you know, I've really never fit in with a group of people, like ever. Like truly, I can say that I've never fit in with others. Any groups of girlfriends I've had have not lasted because no one understands what I'm going through. It's an isolating disease. It's very isolating, and it's hard. It is hard to relate to other people who don't understand chronic illness or chronic deforming diseases. Not that I feel deformed, but that's just the best word I can think of. Yeah, and it's just like, it just feels, there's a lot of feelings. Like there's anger that this wasn't presented earlier. There's also like shock, like disbelief every morning when there's more and more hair. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. There's just like some weird feelings that this is like magical, because for so long it was just like, nope, you can't have the one thing you want the most. And now it's like sort of coming a little bit easy. I mean, it may not seem like 2 years is easy, 2 years of waiting is easy, but it's just, I couldn't have conceived that there would be a treatment in my younger years, and I was like trying to deal with the radical acceptance of it. So I don't know, I noticed that a lot of people who are out there with alopecia are not trying it, are not doing it. And I really recommend trying this, because there's a lot of defensiveness where people are like, I'm beautiful how I am. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying life is so tough with this disease. And I know firsthand how damaging emotionally it can be to have others be mean, or just being in the world with your head covering is stressful. And this is a solution. The JAK inhibitors, I'm taking baricitinib, which is Olumiant. There's also Litfulo, but yeah, that's the update. That like, the only thing that I really care about is how successful this is going, and like that it's working, and that miracles happen.